Morning Life Church. How are you? Oh, that's sad. Come on, won't you stand with us? Can you put your hands together with us? Amen. That's good.
Studied comedy, but I also got to see their lifestyle and see the emptiness of fame and fortune. And I saw a very famous comedian die. I partied with him, and then 2 days later he died from a drug overdose. And that tends to make you wake up as a college student and go, wow, I'm going to die. Welcome to church, I'm going to die. And so I wanted to figure that out. I studied all the world religions, all the faith books, I read them all, and basically came down to, yes, but we're prejudiced. Little lady's like, oh, they're from Pennsylvania, okay. So we're still figuring out the whole adoption piece. So that's our family. I know all of us have different families, and we're all kind of, we're not perfect. Nobody here's perfect. We're still figuring things out. But that's the glory and love of God, that He would welcome us into His family, and He'd say, listen, I know you're messed up, but you're with me. Your photo is in my wallet. That's God's radical, awesome love for us. He wants you and me around. And so I thought it would be appropriate on our very first Sunday here at svsu if we would open up to the book of Luke. So if you have a Bible, open up to Luke chapter 1. If you have a smartphone, you can download the Bible as an app and get to Luke chapter 1. If you don't have a Bible, don't freak out. I'm going to put some verses on the screen to follow along. And also, pull out your handouts, open it up. You'll see two things. One is your connection card. Fill that out. That would be great. And then you'll see a message notes area. And I want to encourage you to scribble out some notes. This might help you jump into the Bible this week. Because I know for a lot of us, we got a postcard in the mail. We heard He leads God's people to the promised land. Here's the thing they forget to tell us when we hear the story of Moses. Moses had a stuttering problem. So you've been watching American Idol? Come on, you know it's a guilty pleasure. You're watching for the train wreck that is Nicki Minaj, right? Okay, so one of the top 10 finalists right now this season is a guy with a very strong stuttering problem. And he has a very inspirational story. He can't get his words out, but when he sings, it's like the voice of an angel. It's amazing. So the pastor said you need to tune in to American Idol this week. All right? And so Moses has a stuttering problem. God says you're going to lead 2 million people to Israel. Moses says, I can't speak. And so Moses' brother, Aaron, becomes the mouthpiece. So Moses is leading the people to the promised land. Aaron is declaring the way of the servant of the Lord. Now go to Luke. It says that Elizabeth is a descendant of Aaron, the mouthpiece, who declares the way of the servant of the Lord. And think about it. Who is Elizabeth going to give birth to later on in the story? John the Baptist. And what does John the Baptist do? He prepares the way for Jesus. Shocking awesome. Pretty cool. Okay, next verse, next slide. Coming to church Easter Sunday, all right? But here's where I want to end things. I want to pray with you guys, and then the band's going to do a final song, and they're going to pass the offering bucket. Listen, the church is not after your money. You can leave your wallet in your pocket. It's totally cool. But if you're excited about what you see here, if you are passionate, if you're like, this is their first day, and it's only going to get better from here, then yeah, I'm going to say give. But if you've had a church experience where you felt like they were trying to get money out of you, that's not our heart. That's not what we're after. God's after your life. And so we're going to take a moment to pray. And I'm going to lead you in this prayer. You can just kind of be silent, but I'll invite you to close your eyes for just a minute. You can bow your head if you like. And we just want to pray. Because prayer always leads to God doing something crazy. And for some of us, that crazy thing that we're desiring is a fresh start. For some of us, we haven't been in church in a long time. And we feel distant from God. And so for some of us right now, this prayer is our heart connecting with God's heart. And so if you're looking for that fresh start today, if you're looking for a reconnection or first-time connection,